V currently traded at 37 cents right now with a volume of 9,000 shares. Requested to have us take a look at. I can tell you right now, taking a look at the chart briefly, volume is going to be a key factor in this one. When you get volume, it definitely likes to trade nice, and we can see that as well. Came up over here to the 40-cent mark and just couldn't get too much further past that 45 cents. Now, right now, you guys are pulling back down. You guys see right here the drop down. You guys closed yesterday at 38, and then it ended up opening at 37. Even though that's a 1 cent mark drop, a little bit of demand is dropping as well. That is what I'm seeing here. Could continue to pull back to the 35-cent mark. And if that doesn't hold, it could drop down to about 30 cents, all depending on that volume. But I will definitely put in the resistance levels that I currently see is at 40 and 45. Support's going to be at 35, 30, and 25. It's going to be every 5 cents off of that, so you guys can keep that in mind. That is what I'm seeing right now. 37 cents seems to be a little bit of a pivotal role here. If that starts breaking, then 35 might end up breaking as well. So we're going to continue to watch this one, but that is my thoughts on the chart.
All right, so their latest was on they did their first quarterly 2017 financial results on May 11th, and it was Enservco reports their first quarter 2017 results. Revenue increases 66% to 13.8 million from 8.3 million year over year. Net income improved to 50,000 versus a net loss of 1.1 million year over year, and the adjusted earnings increases 281% to 2.5 million from 661,000 year over year. So well enhancement services revenue increases 67% to 12 million from 7.2 million year over year, and new water transfer service revenues increases 393% to 752,000 in Q1 from 153,000 in Q4 2016. So revenue from Eagle Ford expansion increases 61% to 1.4 million from 867,000 year over year. And then company strengthens Texas presence with move into Permian Basin. So, and then it also states that the company expects improved financial results in traditionally slower second and third quarters due to increased activity as well as geographic and service line expansion. So I'm just going to go right to the comment over here. It says, we are pleased to announce solid year-over-year growth in revenue and adjusted EBITDA in the first quarter, said Ian Dickerson, CEO. After 2 difficult years for our industry, we are off to a strong start in 2017, which we expect to be a rebound year for Enservco as industry activity continues to pick up and the investments we made in our business before and during the downturn yield increasingly positive results. So the first quarter was highlighted by 66% year-over-year growth in revenue to 13.8 million from the 8.3 million due to a combination of increased customer demand for our core well enhancement services and particularly strong demand for our new water transfer services, which we are now integrating with our frac water heating services to offer customers more convenience in procurement. Dickerson said adjusted earnings grew 281% year over year to 2.5 million from the 661,000 based on higher revenue that more than offset our fixed costs. We generated a gross profit in our 2 core service segments in the first quarter, including a 3.5 million gross profit in well enhancement services and a 76% or 76,000 gross profit in our new water transfer segment. So we're encouraged by our return to profitable growth in the first quarter and optimistic about carrying this momentum into the typical slower second and third quarters. In addition to strengthen our traditional operating areas and business segments, we see good opportunities for growth in our Permian Basin area expansion area and are moving forward with the introduction of our water transfer services into the Marcellus Shale. We are also aggressively working on plans to refinance our debt, strengthen our sales and marketing efforts in order to increase market share, and are looking for ways to operate more efficiently. So it goes back, I mean, with this one press release right there, it goes more into detail in regards to their earnings and everything else. So if you want to continue reading that and doing more due diligence on ENSV, just go right to that board on Investor Hangout. From there, you'll see the company profile, the time and sales, the recent news, the filings, the financials, the buy rating. And as always, if you have an opinion on the company, feel free to share it with the tens of thousands of like-minded investors that we have using the site daily. And one more thing I want to throw in there, David, they're on the New York Stock Exchange market.
Okay.
So, and they're currently traded at 37 cents, like right now, you know. So, just want to throw that out there because I mean, I think they have that same thing where they have to be over $1. I'm not really sure though. I have to look into it because I know the New York Stock Exchange market used to be called the American Stock Exchange, and it transferred. I mean, I haven't traded in years, so I haven't been paying attention to it. But that's that.
All right, and then over here, you guys that are watching, the time and sales. I always say it's a great tool. It's kind of like level 2, not quite, I guess you could say, but I mean, you can get a good idea this way. Especially, I mean, obviously it's being delayed, but with that being said, you know, you can follow each trade. So as far as the chart goes, again, 37 cents resistance at 40 and 45, support 35, 30 and 525 rather. Like I said, it's every nickel off of that. Just needs more volume is what I'm currently seeing right now. I told you guys a little earlier what I'd be watching for as well. ENSV. If you follow the stock, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. We'd appreciate it very much. And get out there and share this video. The more you share it, the more it's requested, the more we will cover it. If you'd like to participate in our next live show, and that is a lot to say, investorshangout.com/live.